Looks like Chris is ready to go.
Hey Denzel, first off, want to ask, how close did you feel like you were to being able to play last week, and how does the calf feel as you get started this week?
Yeah, I had felt good last week. I felt that I could have played, and I had told them that like I could have played, but I think they did a great job. Just protecting me really. Like they trainers and everything, just telling me like just where the placement of where it was at and everything. Like it wouldn't hurt just to have another week of rest. But yeah, I felt good last week where I felt I could have played, and yeah, I'm planning on. I'm going to play this week for sure.
One more thing, just DK Metcalf, the suspension, how much does that alter what they do in the passing game, and who kind of becomes, do you think, the number one for target for them?
Yeah, I think it'll alter it a good amount. I think that he was their number one guy over there, but I mean they got a veteran in Aaron Rodgers, a great quarterback. So I'm sure they're gonna manage it well, him and Coach Tomlin. And so yeah, we just gotta continue to scout the guys that will be in there and take it from there.
Thanks.
Okay, next we go to Jeff.
Hey Denzel, congratulations on the Pro Bowl.
Thank you, bro.
Um, so what does it mean to you when you keep telling us that they don't throw at you, and obviously your peers recognize you, even though the Browns are 3-12?
Yeah, man. It means a lot. I'm grateful that everyone respects my game. Like I said, I put a lot of time and work and blood, sweat, and tears into this game, and just grateful to get the recognition and everything. But just still just trying to continue to be that player, that dominant player out there, and to help this organization and make it hard on offenses every time they come my way.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Scott.
Hey Denzel, you've been to a lot of these Pro Bowls. What's your favorite memory?
I think my best memory is just every time like bringing my family out there. Like I bring my entire family out there, and we just all have a great time, just enjoying the moments, enjoying the activities that the NFL has planned for us out there. And yeah, that's the biggest thing. Just I usually get a giant Airbnb for my entire family, so we're all in the same place. And man, we're just having a good time, drinking some wine, just chilling, playing music. So those be the best memories, just spending it with the fam out in whatever cities that we're going to be in.
And then when you talked about the calf, so what were those discussions like? You told the team you could play, and then they said they didn't think it was best. So, like, what's that back and forth like? And then were you comfortable with that decision?
Um, yeah, I was frustrated with the decision, honestly. But I respected it coming from the professionals on our team. Like I told him I was feeling good, feeling I was able to play. Like if this is playoffs, we need the to get this game. I'm available, I'm here, and I'm ready. But we're just really looking at, I got an MRI scan and looking at the scans of it, and just the severity of what it could be if anything worse were to happen to it. And yeah, we just came to a mutual agreement about just giving it another week to rest and everything. But like I said, I will be out there this week.
Gotcha. Thanks.
All right, next we go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Denzel, just wondering about the fact that you're heading into the final home game. Obviously, it's been a tough season. You guys are playing against, your arch rival Pittsburgh Steelers. Just, how much do these fans mean to you that they're coming out every week, and how nice would it be for you guys to go out and beat the Steelers to finish it off at home?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like you said, final home game, and man, appreciate the fans so much. Just supporting us. Like I said, we're not necessarily having the season that we wanted to have, and with our record and everything, but the fans are still out there supporting us and backing us up every week. So, man, just to go out there and get a win in our stadium one last time, and to beat a division rival, I think it's gonna be a great opportunity, and that's gonna be the plan going in to get those fans a win.
And you didn't want to miss Miles getting the record. Now you are going to have an opportunity to be on the field when he might get the sack record. So how much will that mean to you?
Yeah, it's gonna mean a lot. I was just joking with him today, saying I told you to wait on me till I get out there with you to break that record. And he said he did what I asked, so he didn't get it last week, but this is the week he's gonna get it for sure.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Dan.
Hey Denzel, a couple for you here. First, just going back to, you wanting to be out there and wanting to be out there last week and playing this week. Why is that so important to you, even with the record?
Because even with the record, I mean, this is, like I say all the time, this is a game that I love to play. I feel like this is my outlet for a lot of things, and I just enjoy playing the game. I enjoy, even though our record's not what we wanted to be, I enjoy playing with the guys in that locker room and my coaches and everything, and I have fun playing the game of football. I feel I'm a very talented player, and I love to put my talents on display, and got a lot of God-given abilities. So I just try to put my blessings out there on display and use it as best way as I can. And I feel out there on game day is the time that I can really be myself and enjoy the game and have fun.
And then, going back to the Pro Bowl, you had three young guys, Carson, Harold, Quinshon. They were all named alternates. We talked so much about how good this rookie class has been. Does that get you excited about the future and where this thing could go?
Man, very excited. I think a lot of those guys, like I said, Carson, guys, I feel definitely should be Pro Bowl starters. They had an amazing season. And yeah, just can't say enough good things about all those guys, Harold and Quinshon, wishing him a speedy recovery. But yeah, they drafted a great rookie class and a lot of Pro Bowl potential guys that could have easily made it as well and probably should have made it. But it's definitely hope for this future with this football team and a lot of young guys.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next we go to Joe.
Hey Denzel, couple quick questions for you. Just what's it like facing Aaron Rodgers from the first meeting to now, and maybe changes from when you faced him that first time in Green Bay during that Christmas game?
Yeah, just a lot of. I could just tell his experience that he has out there on the field. Just when I was going up against him, just the reads that he make, the throws that he make, just his eyes where he's looking and where he ended up throwing the ball. Like usually I feel with most guys, I'm able to kind of get a good read on them and kind of jump the route or know when they're coming or not coming my way. And I know in our last visit, he did a good job of kind of playing the game with me when we were out there.
And then just as an Ohio State alum, just the thoughts about Ohio State and Miami in the CFP and all the history with those two teams from that 2002 game.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be an amazing game, a game for the history books. But I got my Buckeyes coming out on top and on the way to the national championship.
Okay, thanks.
All right, next we go to Tony.
Denzel, you're one of the foundation players of this franchise, and I'm wondering at this stage of your career, does it cross your mind what changes might be made after a second terrible season here, as far as coaches or management or whatever? Does it cross your mind?
Does it cross my mind? I'm not sure. I think that's not something I'm really focused on at the moment. I'm sure there'll be a lot of talks come the end of the season, but my main focus is how to get a win this week and go out there and play the best game I can for this team and do what I'm supposed to do and at the best of my ability.
Okay, and thanks. Another question is, Mary Kate, to expand on Mary Kate's question about, you have Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, your two remaining games. I mean, Cincinnati's out of it, but Pittsburgh, depending on what happens in Saturday's games, this is still a meaningful game for them. How much would the spoiler role and all that, beating Pittsburgh, mean to the team? Not so much to the fans, but just the team.
Oh yeah, man! It sounds like it's an amazing opportunity that we have. We still playing for something, so we plan to ruin their hopes and get into the playoffs, and so that's what we go in there and try to do, and to the best way we can. But so it's still something to play for.
All right, thank you.
All right, next we go to Cam.
Denzel, you mentioned just, playing for the team and wanting to go out there, play spoiler, and the things that you're trying to achieve, but not having the record that you guys wanted. And you also mentioned some of these young guys. As somebody who has experienced maybe more than your fair share of adversity, what do you think that this season didn't go your guys' way can do for the young guys experiencing it for the first time?
I think just one. I mean, we got a feeling that we don't want to have. So, I mean, when we come back next year, how do we avoid being in the same situation again is the question. So, that's what we got to, keep this feeling and know this is not where we want to be at this time next year. So, what are we going to do to make that happen and make changes and get a winning season and be where we want to be and compete to get in the playoffs, play in the playoffs, and get a Super Bowl.
Is there any truth to that? The concept of chip on the shoulder, kind of building that mentality, is that a real thing for you guys, or is that just kind of something we talk about?
No, I believe it's real. I mean, it's definitely every individual person, I mean, has their own chip on their shoulder and what it may be. But I think guys got to remember what their why is and what they do it for. So if that's to make the playoffs or if it's whatever it may be for any individual person, I think everyone needs to tap into that and find a way to win. Everybody got to win their own individual battles out there on the field and do what we can to help this team win ultimately.
Thank you.
All right, next one, Mary Kay.
Yeah, Denzel, you surpassed Frank Minifield for the most Pro Bowls by a Cleveland Browns cornerback. So just wondering, how meaningful is that to you that you're reaching some of those goals that I'm sure you set as a rookie? And then also, are you an honorary top dog now with Minnie and with Hanford and those guys? And, how supportive have they been of you throughout your career?
Yeah, I hope they consider me a top dog, now. But yeah, no, it means a lot. It means a lot, especially as a kid, 4-year-old kid, having dreams of just making it to the NFL and being an NFL player, and now being able to be in the NFL and thrive in the situation that I'm in. It's definitely a blessing. And man, I'm just trying to continue to stack days and stack on this career that I'm building up and just be great, be the best I could be the best player out there.
Thank you.
All right, and last one from Scott.
Hey, Denzel, as we talk about motivation for the last couple games, how about finishing the year is the #1 pass defense? Does that mean a lot to you guys, and why, if it does?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot to us. I mean, we talk about it every day. Like I said, our record's not where we wanted to be, like I said, but we still got things that we're playing for. Like you said, being that #1 pass defense, that means a lot in this league. This is a passing league, and if you could stop the pass, you go be pretty good and help your team out. But yeah, just going in every week and trying to stop all these dynamic passing attacks. I mean, that's a job within itself. And so, I mean, we've been able to stop the pass at a pretty high level, and we're just gonna try to finish that strong. And like you said, finish #1, and yeah, go get that title.
Thanks.
All right, that wraps us up. Thanks,
All
Denzel.
right, thank you guys.
We'll let you guys know when Shedeur or Harold are on the way. All right, guys, we'll have Harold Fannin here in a second if you want to get your questions together.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, we have Harold here. Raise your hands and we will call on you. First question will go to Cam.
Harold, how does it feel to be named a Pro Bowl alternate in your rookie year?
Uh, yeah, just a blessed feeling. I mean, I'm really just lost for words. Words can't even explain how I feel, but just blessed.
What does it say about, or we ask you so much about the rookie class and what you guys have been able to accomplish this year, but what does it say about you guys as a group that you, Quinshawn, and Carson had that opportunity to be named alternates?
Yeah, I mean, only thing I really think about is it just says that we dogs, we put in the work and and just starting to show out. So
All right, next we'll go to Scott.
Hey, Harold, was making the Pro Bowl a goal of yours when the season started?
no, not at all.
Did at any point during the season did you start to think that it was a possibility?
No, not at all.
Okay. And then I know Q was having surgery today. Were you able to talk to him after the game since then? And like kind of what's your message for him?
Nah, I haven't, I haven't had the time to talk to him. Like you said, I just found out he got surgery today. Uh, my message to him would probably be, uh, everything happened for a reason. God's timing is perfect timing, and just put all your trust into God, and everything will be all right.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Jeff.
Hey, Harold, was there ever a point in this season where you were overwhelmed about jumping from the MAC to the NFL?
Uh, During the season, no, I'd probably say probably the preseason. It was just a different style, like how they do camp and, how fast the playbook and things like that. But like during the season, no.
So then how did you make that transition as smoothly as you did?
I wouldn't say it was smooth. I mean, I meet with my coaches, before we do the meetings, I get up early to come up here. It took a lot of time.
So, then how did it work as well as it did then? Is that just your work ethic or what?
Uh, Say it again.
How did you make the transition as easily as you did?
Like I said, it's just I don't know, just a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next we'll go to Dan.
Hey, Harold, I feel like we've seen you do so much, right? You're getting a ton of targets, you're running the football, you're you're taking direct snaps, all of that here in this rookie season. So we've seen so much of your game, but is there still even more that you can add on top of this?
I mean, like I kind of just want to say yeah, but like I mean, I haven't really sat down and thought about it that much.
Yeah. Are you surprised at all how much of a workload they've put on you this rookie year?
Uh, not really. Um, I think it was uh I mean, we kind of talked about it, so I kind of expected like what I was about to, get myself into. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, next we'll go to Scott.
Harold, the coaches have talked a lot about all the improvements that they've seen Shedeur make. Is there an area that you've seen him grow the most since he's taken over as a starter?
Yeah. I mean, it could be something simple as him just, getting us in and out the huddle real quicker, faster. I know everybody had a thing about him not stepping up in the pocket. Well, I feel like he definitely improved with that as well. He steps up in the pocket, can throw while get it.
And then what stood out about the Pittsburgh defense when you played them the first time?
Just their physicality. They coming out there trying to hit you hard, trying to, you know, trying to make you tap out, quit. But yeah.
Thanks.
All right, next we're going to Joe.
Harold, when Andrew and Kevin came to visit you at Bowling Green during the pre-draft process, did they even tell you then how much they were expecting from you and what the workload would be like?
Nah, I think they just came up there to see what type of person I am and, kind of how I am, like how I learn and things like that.
Okay, thanks.
All right, last call for questions for Harold. All right, thanks, Harold.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, guys, we'll let you know when Shedeur is on the way, but should be any minute. All right, everyone, Shedeur's on the way if you want to get questions ready to go. All right, everyone, we have Shedeur here. Raise your hands and we will call on you. First question will go to Chris.
Hey, Shedeur, I wanted to ask you, you're seeing the Steelers for the first time as a starter, but you went through the whole, preparation as the backup that week, the game in Pittsburgh. How much does that help you in this week's preparation now as a starter that you've seen it, you've gone through all that prep work before on this opponent?
I would say week by week getting gameplay helps me more than that week in particular when we just study them because like I say, every week is a new week and you have to focus on the next opponent. So like you could look at past notes and things that's okay, but I think having a fresh set of eyes is always the best.
What is it that, one last thing, just what is it about the Steelers defense that stands out the most to you?
I think that they physical. I like their physicality. I like how they fly around, get to the ball.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Cam.
Shedeur, I know that one of the things you've been working on is you've talked about your footwork and presence in the pocket, and Harold just said that was one of the things that he's seen you grow in the most is like stepping into the pocket and making those passes. And I know you've also talked about that being trust, that being so heavily reliant on trust. How much is that is trust in the team around you, and how much is that is trust in yourself too?
I think everything applies. It's trusting your eyes, trusting what you see, trusting how you've been prepared, trusting your coaching, trusting the skills that you developed over the weeks. I think it all I think it's all in one.
I know you guys as a rookie class, you guys are so close. So what was your reaction to see Harold and Carson and Quinshawn named to the Pro Bowl alternates? Were you excited for them?
Well, Quinshawn just had his surgery today, so I didn't really see that. I didn't see that was on there. Yeah, but they all deserving of it, I'm sure everybody's excited for it, but the main goal is to make it beat it undisputedly, to make it where it's no question, no anything. So I think that's it shows that we're on the right track, but I think in the future, it would be better.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Scott.
Hey, Shedeur, what does it mean for Kevin to say he's got all the faith in the world in you when it comes to 4th and 2 or other key situations?
It means a lot because having a coach's trust is a big thing, in this game. I think you build trust. But I think you get trust and you earn the trust of the coach by getting completions, by moving the ball down the field and doing what we did last game. So I think that's how you build trust,
Yeah, and last week you said, this is the worst it's going to be for you, and I think Sunday you said defenses better get you now. So have you spent a lot of time thinking about just how much better it could look next year?
No, I live in the present. I'm focused on this week and this game and each week and every game, like because nothing's promised. Nothing's promised going into next year or anything. So I stay in the moment, stay focused on what I have to do now to even be able to be here next year. And I just enjoy life.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Jeff.
Shedeur, if you could look back on that first game in ball against the Ravens to now, where do you think you've improved the most?
If I were to look back from the Ravens game to now, I would it's I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a great question. Because I don't want to give you the typical answer of course mentally, but I would say I improved experience. I improved being in situations and understanding that failing, you know, and I think those are all building blocks to be able to have success. You know, I think sometimes you have to fail in certain areas to and I like the route. I like the route that basically it took, and I like how everything went because it's a lot of great building blocks that I'm able to learn from when it comes to life, when it comes to just me being a part of the organization, everything. Like I like when I look back today and I look back at everything, I'm super appreciative that everything happened how it happened. Going out there versus a great defense like the Ravens and not playing my best, but at the same time that last drive, you know, that's when I felt comfortable. That's when I know, you know, I could get back to being myself. That's when I could feel it. So I think everything's about feel, and I'm thankful that, you know, I have that feeling.
Thank you.
All right, next go to Tony.
Hey, Shedeur, when Cam Ward came through here a couple weeks ago, you mentioned the differences in your situations.
Yeah.
And then just a few minutes ago, you said nothing's even promised for next year. Do you still not feel a commitment from the Browns about next year and you being the starter?
Nah, I don't think it's about feeling a commitment. I don't think it's about anything of that. It's about controlling what you can control as a person, as a player. I think I have to do my part. You know, I think I have to do my part and, you know, get some wins. I think I have to do my part and play clean football. And the rest isn't in my hands, you know. So that's really all it is. It's not I don't own the organization, you know, so I can't promise anything will happen, you know. I'm not God. I can't dictate what's gonna happen each and every day, each and every minute, you know. So like you just gotta enjoy what you do have. You gotta enjoy the present. You can't look too deep into the future because then you'll miss the blessings and the lessons that you learned from the now.
Okay, and my second question is, in your season now, your first season here, have you grown an appreciation of what beating the Steelers means to Browns fans yet? I know you didn't win the first game in Pittsburgh, but a sense of the rivalry with this team.
I know getting a win versus any team means a lot for the Browns. So I mean, you go in each and every game with motivation and with what you feel like you need to do within the scheme and understand how you need to play for you to be able to go out there and have success. So I approach every game the same.
All right, thank you.
All right, next go to Joe.
Shedeur, Pittsburgh got a 7-8 sacks against the Browns in the first meeting. Just for you, what will it take just going up against that Pittsburgh pass rush?
I focus on what we gotta focus on. I don't focus on past stats and all that stuff like that. This serves no purpose. Cause if you just hear that, then you already losing mentally. You're losing because like they could get some sacks. So now you mentally, you're not mentally in it. You already lost before you even showed up. So I tend to like live in the present and not really think about the past.
And then just Kevin said going into the game last week, there would be opportunities for you to get scrambles and runs that way, and you were able to take advantage of that. Just for you, what's a process like knowing when to scramble and also just taking the slide, knowing that you got the yards and not maybe trying to get any extra yards and taking hits to the body?
Well, I think I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't think I have the solution, and I don't think I don't think I have those answers. I think everything's natural. When it happens, it happens.
Okay, thanks.
All right, last one from Dan.
Hey, Shedeur. So a couple questions ago, you talked about sort of understanding, how to win within the scheme, play within the scheme. And this past Sunday was a game where it seemed like, kind of taking what was there, taking a lot of short stuff. And I know your mindset is normally to be very aggressive going down the field. Did you have to adjust? I guess how was that difficult for you? Did you have to adjust anything kind of mentally going into that game, how you approached it or thought about it?
No, it's just take what they give you. I think that's if they're gonna give up the deep ball, they're gonna create opportunities for you to take advantage of the deep ball. So I think everything's about timing. Everything's about timing. Everything's about what's there. So you playing. It's a consistent chess game that you playing while you out there playing. It's if a team knows I love to have explosive plays, I think they would think to neutralize me would be to take away the explosive plays.
Yeah. So is it challenging to be patient though in a situation like that?
No, it's not challenging. I'm excited in the game because I'm able to do what it takes for the team to win, do what it takes to have success. So I don't care what it looks like. I could be handing the ball off 100 times, and have one boot action and I'll be okay. But